Hi, this is Chris Preeb from Chris Preeb Hypnosis. And in this video, we're going to talk about the hypnosis cycle. Now, the hypnosis cycle is a roadmap to tell you where you're at in each stage of your hypnosis session. The hypnosis cycle was developed by Carl Smith from the UK Hypnosis Academy, and really it's one of the most wonderful tools, specifically when you're starting out. There's 5 phases in the hypnosis cycle. I'm going to go through them briefly, and then we're going to go into them again in a little more detail. Phase 1 of the hypnosis cycle is your pre-talk. Your pre-talk is incredibly important. That's probably the most important phase in the cycle. Phase 2 are the inductions. Phase 3, we're looking at deepeners. Phase 4 is the suggestion phase. Phase 5 is emergence phase. Once again, you have your pre-talk, inductions, deepeners, suggestions, and emergence. Pre-talk, phase 1. Again, the pre-talk is the most important phase that you'll have. And the pre-talk doesn't start when the client is in the room in front of you. The pre-talk actually starts when they first hear of you, whether that's your website, a referral, a YouTube channel, or they see you with a hypnotist t-shirt somewhere out in public. Once they realize that you're a hypnotist, that's when the pre-talk starts. The pre-talk, when the client is in front of you, is where you can put their minds at ease. If they have any questions about hypnosis, if they have any concerns, you can make sure that you cover those concerns so that they are comfortable and they're reassured that their safety is first and foremost. During the pre-talk, you want to use the word hypnosis as much as you can. Hypnosis, the word itself, helps to cause hypnosis. Everybody knows what hypnosis is. And when you use the word hypnosis, there's an underlying thought of something is going to happen. So as you're talking in the pre-talk, and they can ask questions, you'll answer questions. You use the word hypnosis. Today, during our hypnosis session, we're going to go over X, Y, Z. You came to me today to use hypnosis to help you with this issue, with whatever it is. Hypnosis, hypnosis, hypnosis. Just sprinkle it into the conversation, and it helps so much down the road in putting them at ease. Now, during the pre-talk, that is where you're also going to talk to the client and figure out exactly what they want, what their outcome is. When you're in hypnosis, it's important to know where you want to go, as well as being open to the process. So that's phase 1, your pre-talk. Phase 2 are the inductions. Now, when the pre-talk goes well, and it will go well when you focus on that pre-talk and you give it the weight that it deserves. Inductions are when you invite your client to go into trance. There's a lot of different kinds of inductions. The 3 most popular ones are either a progressive muscle relaxation or a PMR, and that's where you will have them relax the forehead, relax the eyes, relax the face, relax the jaw, all the way through, and you're going to relax all the way through their body. Now, you don't need relaxation for hypnosis, but hypnosis a lot of times will cause relaxation. So you want to calibrate with your client. If they're really tense and really stressed, it might be a really nice thing to do to walk through a progressive muscle relaxation, because this may be the first time in a long time that their body has actually relaxed. During the pre-talk, again, you're going to calibrate with your client to figure out which induction is the best for them. So we have a PMR, which takes quite a while, but again, if your client needs it, it's worth the investment. We also have rapid inductions, which are very quick, and we'll show you a couple more of those in later videos. Rapid inductions are just very, very quick. They get you into hypnosis so you can start doing the work. We also have shock inductions. Now, shock inductions are the instant ones that, again, if your pre-talk isn't right, chances are you're not going to get a shock induction. However, They do work. They're fantastic, and they give the client a bit of a shock. Once again, you're going to calibrate with your client to make sure you use which induction is going to be best for them. So you have phase 1, the pre-talk, phase 2 is the inductions, and now we're going to go on to phase 3, which are deepeners. Once you invite them into hypnosis with the induction, they're going to close their eyes, they're going to start the hypnosis. At that point, they want direction. The unconscious mind is going to want direction. The deepener is where you give them that direction. You can count them down and go deeper and deeper and deeper into your hypnosis. A lot of times you can count them down from 5, 4, 3. When you get to 1, you'll be in a deep, deep state of relaxation, doubling your relaxation with every count that I take. Other deepeners could be as simple as take a deep breath, and I want you to ask your unconscious mind to take you 10 times deeper, 20 times deeper, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times deeper, 60 times deeper, 70 times, 80 times, 90, and 100 times deeper now. Deepeners can be anything like those, or as simple as going, just allow your unconscious mind, ask your unconscious mind to take you to a mystical place, a magical place, a place where you can make perfect, positive lifestyle changes. A mystical place, a magical place, a place where you can make perfect, positive lifestyle changes. And when you're there, just give me a nod. And then you let the client and their unconscious mind take them to that place. They'll let you know. That's our deepeners. That's phase 4. So far we've gone through, once again, the pre-talk. We've got the inductions. We've gone to the deepeners. Now we're at phase 4. Sorry, deepeners was phase 3. Phase 4, where we're at right now, is the suggestion phase. This is where the magic happens. Phase 1 is the most important for the success of the session, but phase 4, the suggestion phase, is where the magic happens. Now again, with the hypnosis cycle, it's a roadmap. It's not a set of stiff instruction that you have to do this. So when you're in phase 4, you can use whatever process the client is going to be best for your client. You can use the emotional detox, which is fantastic for that first, eliminating all negative emotions and letting people just let go of what's been holding them back. You can also use something like parts work. You can use whatever you do. If regression the cause is your thing, you can use that. The pre-talk, when you're talking to your client, you're calibrating with the client, that's going to sort of tell you what best change work is going to work for the client. Again, it's wide open to whatever you need to do, and that's phase 4, the suggestion phase. Once the work is done, once all the heavy lifting is done, it's time to bring them back. We invited them into trance during phase 2, the induction, and now we're going to bring them back out of trance. And this is where the negative work is probably done, and this is where we're going to emphasize the positive. Again, your pre-talk, you will find out what they want. If the client wants to feel more energetic, more confident, when you're bringing them out of hypnosis, that's when you're going to really layer in those suggestions of I count to 3, you're going to feel more confident. That energy that you've been looking for, you can take a deep breath in and you're going to feel that confidence. You're going to feel that energy. This is where you build the client back up. All those positive reinforcements. Again, if you counted them in, you can count them back up. What I like to do, and what we typically will do, is talk to your client and say, when you're ready, and when you know you're ready, just take a deep breath, open your eyes, and come back to the room feeling absolutely amazing. What this does is it gives your client time to process. When you're successful in the suggestion phase, a lot of changes have been made, and they need to process that. So what this does, it's a really gentle way for them to just allow that processing to continue, And when they're done, and when they're ready, and you know you're ready, take a deep breath, open your eyes, and come back to the room feeling absolutely amazing. And then you just wait. Give them time to process, and they will. They'll come back, and you'll see them just kind of, eye could be moving, their head could be moving, and then all of a sudden, deep breath happens, and they open their eyes. That's the emergence. It's important after the emergence to not really be in their face, because again, you've done a lot of good, deep work. You want them to be able to process that, and when they first open their eyes, they're still in a state of trance. What we like to do then is, with trance work, because a lot of it happens in the right hemisphere, which is the emotion, the creative part of the brain, we want to bring that back and tie that across into the logical hemisphere, the left hemisphere. So what we can do is we'll do a pattern interrupt. So they're kind of, they come out and they're a little fuzzy, and then we'll just ask them something simple like, "What's your phone number backwards?" And that snaps them out of it, and it brings the logical brain back online. And what we're doing when we're doing that, they're in such a profound state with the emotional brain. We're bringing the logical brain in, and we're actually building new neural networks, new neural pathways across the two hemispheres of the brain. This is where, and this is how the change really sticks. So that is the hypnosis cycle. Once again, it's from Carl Smith from the UK Hypnosis Academy. And the phases are: phase 1, your pre-talk, so important. Very, very important. When your pre-talk is done correctly, the rest of it is really easy. If your pre-talk's not done as good as it could be, you may have more work in the induction and the deepener phase. Why not just make sure your pre-talk is stellar? That way everything is nice and easy for you and for your client. Phase 1 again, pre-talk. Phase 2, inductions. Phase 3, deepeners. We have the phase 4, the suggestion phase. That's where the magic happens. After the magic happens, you want to bring them back out, bring them into the present, make sure that we can lock the changes in, so they take the changes with them going forward. That is the hypnosis cycle. Once again, I'm Chris Priebe from Chris Priebe Hypnosis. Have a great day.